when you look at today's NBA culture, when you look at some of the hits NBA players take, particularly as we approach All-Star Week in the slam dunk contest that LeBron James never participated in, the flagrant, lackadaisical effort they put forth during All-Star Weekend, LeBron James, way before all of that, deciding to take his talents to South Beach from Cleveland, and Dan Gilbert, the owner for the Cavaliers, had to find out watching the news just like everybody else, or watching him with Jim Gray just like everybody else. Those kind of things are the kind of, along with that player empowerment movement that LeBron has instigated, which people like myself clearly applaud him for, those kind of things, the flagrant manner in which he has done it, that has served to turn owners off, which you know all too well, Wendy. How good or how much does that serve to ingratiate him with them in terms of their support with him coming in as an owner? Everybody wanted that for Michael Jordan because of what Michael Jordan did for the league. Even though people like myself, you and others appreciate what LeBron has done in terms of his part, he's been a beneficiary of the sacrifices that the Magic Johnsons, the Larry Birds, the Michael Jordan, and others have made. And there are some who believe there is an absence of appreciation on his part in that regard, which is why they would probably get in the way of him having an ownership stake, which would explain a story like this. That's what came to my mind with somebody like LeBron James. With all that they've done for the game,
it doesn't
why
sit
would they not receive the report? Because it's a good old boys club at the end of the day. And if they don't like you and they don't like the way that you've done business with them, they don't have to let you in. Or if they don't like the impact or the resonance that you would bring to that room, they don't have to let you in. Certainly, Wendy's absolutely right. It's about the money first. It's about the equity first. It's about business first. But my point to you is that all things being equal, would you be as receptive to helping a LeBron compared to somebody else that never played the game, that's got billions of dollars and obviously can afford to own a franchise? Chances are you're going to give him resistance because you've seen the league have issues with LeBron despite all he's done for the league, because in several instances, there are things that he has done that they've deduced is against their best interest as owners, as a business. They feel that way, whether it's accurate or not. They actually feel that way. And I know this because I have been told this by people who are in that room. And I'm sure Wendy has as well, because they don't feel, even though they know he's done a tremendous amount for the league, we all know this, there are other things that he has done that has not been helpful. And they know it, they feel it, and they point the finger at him for it. I brought up the slam dunk contest. They talk about that. We all brought up the lackadaisical effort that they put forth for the All-Star game on Sunday for All-Star Weekend. You think they don't look at LeBron James? Larry Bird and Dr. J and them coming and talked to the team last year, and they think that they've touched the pulse of the players and all of this stuff. And then they say, you know what? LeBron just gave a side eye to everybody else. And the next thing you know, they went out there and allowed 400 points there to be scored, putting forth no effort whatsoever. It may not have been his fault, but they didn't view it that way. Yeah. And because they didn't view it that way, those are the kind of elements, those increments of things, those incremental things that could be problematic when you're asking for equity in a prestigious sports brand.
No,
that is the bottom line. Since you brought it up, Perk, could you tell the audience why you think he did it on purpose?
I mean, listen, this wasn't just a sudden decision. LeBron James, this guy's, like, when it comes down to routine and knowing what he's going to do, he's always on point. So when he announced yesterday that he said, "Oh yeah, I'm not gonna be participating today in the All-Star game," I said to myself, "Bro, you knew that way when they announced you as an All-Star." Like, I mean,
But why do you think he didn't tell us, is what I'm asking you. Why do you think he handled it the way that he did? That's what I'm asking.
I mean, this LeBron James. I mean, this LeBron James. This is what he do. This is what he do. You know it. You know it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I get where you're trying to get, Stephen A. Like, what was the meaning behind it, essentially? So a replacement couldn't be named, or he was drawing attention to himself, or he was sending a message that, you know, he's bigger than the league. He doesn't need to be in the uniform. But, Perk, you're just...
Molly?
Yeah.
Molly, if LeBron James, regardless of his partners and stuff like that, if LeBron James, who obviously deserves to be an owner in this league someday, Shannon, Big Perk, Molly, if he doesn't get it, look at moments like this as to why that is. You depart from Cleveland to Miami, the way you handled it. You spoke up against the play-in, the way you handled it. There's certain things in terms of player empowerment, the way you handled it. Yesterday, the way he handled it. Make no mistake, fair or unfair, folks are going to remember that. Mark my words.
What's up, y'all? So I appreciate y'all for tapping into my channel. And the clip of the show, y'all, that was Stephen A. Smith and also Kendrick Perkins. And they were speaking on LeBron James, claiming that LeBron James is basically gonna, you know, get traded because of his own will. And they're saying that LeBron James will win a final, you know, championship, but it's not gonna be with the Lakers. And to be honest, I think, you know, there's something to it because, you know, I personally think that NBA is, you know, rigged because, for example, when he played, you know, these referees, they would get the word behind the scenes to, you know, basically call fouls if, you know, players would go too hard on Kobe. That just goes to show that NBA is basically, you know, quote unquote rigged because they got an agenda. And in this case, I think that they want to give LeBron James his, you know, final and last championship ring. So I think that he's going to get traded to, you know, I'm not sure what team, but I think that is going to be the, you know, the final ending to the LeBron James story. So let me know what you think about this. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next videos.